My screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do
Yes,
you have
ma'am.
pen paper with you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am.
Okay.
Uh,
Acha, if I am not wrong, already the AND gate done in your class, means theoretical class, means you know the AND gate concept, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And NAND gate
Yes, ma'am.
concept also clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that okay for all of you if I ignore the AND and NAND that concept? Or I should give a brief introduction about AND gate and NAND gate both?
No,
just
ma'am.
give introduction.
I'm not
Okay.
needed.
Ma'am, brief introduction, ma'am.
Okay. So, first of all, in the previous class, I have stated about the construction of a basic circuit. Means how to construct a circuit. And what is called circuit? Circuit is a path where the current can flow. Circuit is a path like your water circulation path in your house, like that. Circuit is also a path where the current can flow. That is called the circuit. So we are studying the digital electronics, which is a branch of electronics. Digital signal, it basically deals with the digital signal. Digital signal means what? 0 and 1 concept. তুমি বাড়িতে লাইট বা ফ্যান অন অফ করছো, that is fallen under the digital signal category. You are just turning on and off your electrical appliances in your home, that is fallen under the digital electronics category. Means 1 and 0, either it will be turned on or it will be turned off condition, মাঝামাঝি কিচ্ছু হয় না। তো এই জিনিস যেখানেই হয়, that is fallen under the digital electronics category. তো এখানে দুটো জিনিস হয়, লজিক লো অ্যান্ড লজিক হাই। জিরোকে বলা হয় লজিক লো অ্যান্ড 1 is called the logic high. ওকে, তো এইটা তোমরা অলরেডি জানো, আই থিঙ্ক ইন ইয়োর ক্লাস ইট হ্যাজ বিন ডিসকাসড অলরেডি। তো ডিজিটাল সিগন্যাল মিনস হোয়াট? যেখানে হবে আর হবে না, এই দুটো কনসেপ্ট ছাড়া আর কিচ্ছু হয় না। ইদার দেয়ার উইল বি দ্য পজিটিভ ভাইব or there is a on condition and off condition, that is fallen under the digital electronics category. Okay, so you have to keep in mind, not for the practical, for even theoretical option also, digital electronics deals with 0 and 1. No other numbers are there. 0 stands for logic high and 1 stands for logic low. Another one uh, concept I should make sure, that is 1 means 5 volt and 0 means 0 volt. Keep that thing in mind. Maybe it already discussed in your class. 1 means logic high, means 5 volt. Means you can just note down these things like this way. 1. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Only for the digital electronics. Okay. So next thing, this is the logic high concept and logic low concept. No means the switch is in the off condition or switch is in the open condition, and means if you are not turning on your light at present, that is the 0 condition. If already turned on, then that is the closed concept or logic high concept. So we are already using the product of digital electronics in our everybody's everyday's life, like the digital watch, traffic signal. So whatever be there, you can find out the digital electronics there only. Even in your computer or mobile, the circuit actually made of using the computer architecture type of things, means you can say the advanced digital electronics. How digital electronics is possible? So for any type of circuit, means if you can consider the circuit you already have in the laptop, means laptop there is a circuit, motherboard circuit, whatever be you can say. So those circuit actually made of the digital component, and the There are total 7 types of digital logic gate. The basic building block of any digital circuit is made of this 7 digital logic gate. So among those 7, and or not are called the basic gates. NAND and NOR are called the universal gate, and XOR and XNOR are called the other gate. So for your theory as well as for your practical purpose, you may be asked this type of things, where basic question, even in your interview also in future, you can be found this type of things in your interview also. So 7 types of digital logic gates are there. So among the 7, and or not are called the basic gate. Write down in the paper. NAND and NOR are called the universal gate. Why universal gate? Because any type of gate can be made using NAND and NOR. So these are some types of gate, these are some another types of gate, these are some another types of gate. But if you don't have and or not this type of gate with you, but you have the requirement to use it, then you can use a NAND or NOR gate to make any type of this gate. So that's why the NAND and NOR are called the universal gate. I'm repeating once again, very important question, you may get this in your theoretical exam also. Why NAND and NOR are called the universal gate? Because any type of gate can be made using NAND and NOR. Very common question. So this is the AND gate operation. You may notice it here. Okay. AND gate means what? Both the condition must be satisfied to get the output. That is the AND gate operation. Both the condition must be satisfied to get the output. That is called the AND gate operation. Means in a real life scenario, you can imagine these things like this way. If you want to go to America, you must require to have the plane ticket as well as the visa or passport. To reach to America, you need to have the visa, passport, this type of things, as well as the plane ticket. That is a and condition. Both the condition need to be satisfied, then and then only you can reach the America, Europe, or any abroad. Correct? So this is the and gate condition. So this is the truth table. I hope already you are familiar with uh, minimum number of input in case of the AND gate are 2. Okay, means only one output, multiple numbers of input. So the simplest one AND gate is having 2 input and 1 output. 2 input, 1 output. Okay, so my 3 input AND gate also available. We will learn it later chapter, maybe in the next semester. You don't have it in your syllabus directly, but for practical case sometimes we have to use it. But for your examination purpose, you can just remember these things or learn these things. This you have to learn. No other way is available. This is a symbol, very important thing. Keep remembered. You will be asked any question in your theoretical exam also, very important things. So this is a gate, this is a called the symbol. So there are 2 input, you may notice it here, and 1 output. This is the process how output can be found from the input. So this is, you can say, formula also, a dot b. Okay, this is called the dot operator. I hope already you have done these things in your theoretical class. So this is called the dot operation. Okay, dot means in our normal mathematics it is called the multiplication. We all know this is the Boolean algebra. This is fallen under the Boolean algebra. In digital electronics, no algebra found that is used in our mathematics. We did till date. Okay, so till date whatever mathematics you know, that mathematics will not be applicable in case of the digital electronics. There are another one algebra available that you have to learn, that is called the Boolean algebra. So in case of the Boolean algebra, this is called the dot product. Okay, kind of similarity with our multiplication. So now come to this point. These are the input. You have to learn it. Other no other ways available. I am making you understand as much as possible. But this is basically 30% understanding, 70% learning. There are no other ways available. So 0 0. Okay. 0 0 means what? Already I have told you. 0 0 means what? 0 0 stands for 0 0 stands for switch are on the off condition. So what I have told to you, for getting the high output, both the input must be in the on condition. In this case, what happened? Both the input are in the off condition, 0 0. That's why the output is off, means 0. Switch is in the off condition, that is fallen under the 0. Switch, if switch is in the off condition, that is fallen under the 0 category. If switch, it is switch. Okay. Switch is off, that is called the zeroth condition. Both the switches are on the off condition. I told you what, in case of the AND, both the input must be in the high condition or the on condition. Then and then only will get the output on or high. Another one things, keep in mind, I will use these terms throughout this syllabus. On means 1. On means logic high. Okay. Switch is on. In case of the, that is a electrical language, switch is on. In case of the digital electronics language, that is called the 1 or logic high. Keep that thing in mind. If I tell you on, that means switch is on, that means logic high condition, that means 1. Okay, keep that thing in mind. Vice versa for the 0 also. So 0 0 means what? Logic off condition, means switch is off. So for that reason, output will be off. 0 1, only one input is in the high. Is that satisfied? And gets condition not satisfied. That's why the output is off. 1 0, switch is off condition, means one input is in the high condition, another input is in the off condition. So for that reason, output is in the off condition or the logic 0 or logic low. 1 1, both the switches are on the on condition. That's why output is on condition. Okay. So what is called truth table? This is called the truth table. It is used to explain the relationship between the input and output of any logic gate. It also may be asked in your theoretical examination. So what is this? The output and the input. In case of the any gate or any circuit, there are two sections. One is called the input portion, another one is called the output portion. To get the relationship between input and output, so of any logic gate, that is fallen under the truth table category. Okay. এক সেকেন্ড, জাস্ট আ সেকেন্ড, আমি শেয়ারিংটা অফ করে দিই বরং আপনার। আচ্ছা, জাস্ট আ সেকেন্ড স্টুডেন্ট। আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা, নেক্সট গেট কি হচ্ছে আমার? অ্যান্ড গেট যে অপারেশন আমি করব, অ্যান্ড গেটে যে আমি তৈরি করব, ফর দ্যাট রিজন ইউ নিড টু হ্যাভ ওয়ান আইসি. I told you in the previous class, maybe I forget you. So there are our IC required. So what is in our syllabus? NAND based AND gate operation. Means what is called NAND gate? Already I have told to you. NAND gate means just opposite of the AND gate. AND gate based, NAND gate based AND operation means AND plus NOT. Is that covered in your theoretical class? Do you know what is called NOT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
not just the inversion of the AND gate. So this is the thing. This is the circuit symbol of the NOT gate. Okay, means suppose I am showing just a second. This is a NOT gate operation. Okay, you can notice it here. This is the on condition of the switch. Switch when on, then light is off. When switch is off, light is on. This is the NOT gate operation. Means এক সেকেন্ড হ্যাঁ অতনু স্যার নিয়ে নিন জাস্ট আ সেকেন্ড স্টুডেন্ট হ্যাঁ হয়ে গেছে ঠিক আছে হুম so this is the NOT gate based thing. Next is what? NOT gate operation is this: input A, output. This is called the complement. So these things you have to remember. When you can find out this type of things in any circuit, that means input will be inverted. Means to get the output, you need to invert the input, complement the input, or opposite the input. So in the digital electronics, you will learn few terminology that maybe you did not learn previously. So you can note down it in your pen and paper. So what is there? If you heard this time, that is called the complement, inversion. That is same. That is called the opposite. Okay. Synonyms of the opposite. We know now the term opposite. If you can say opposite in the electronics terminology, that is called the inversion, that is called the complement. Okay, this is the thing. 0 1 1 0 not gate. This is a NAND gate. Just a second, you may notice it here. What is NAND gate? And plus not is called the NAND. And plus not together is called the NAND. তো আমি প্রথমে কি বললাম, অ্যান্ড মানে কি, যখন দুটো সুইচ আমার অন কন্ডিশনে থাকবে, দেন ইউ উইল গেট দ্য হাই আউটপুট। if both the switches are on the on condition, then you will get the high output. In case of the not is what? If acha not gate has only one input, only one output. So in that case, when we are combining all these things, when would be there? So whatever be there in the AND gate, that things will be reversed, just reverse in case of the NAND gate. So this is a NAND gate operation. If you can remember, like this AND gate, this is the circuit symbol of the AND gate. Without this part, that is the AND gate symbol. So we are now combining. Just a second. এই তাড়াতাড়ি শোন, আবার এখান থেকে না বার করে দেয়, তাড়াতাড়ি শোন। আচ্ছা, আউটপুট হচ্ছে কি আছে, NAND gate A dot B, তার complement is called the NAND gate operation. So here is what we know, this A dot B, that is the and in case of the not is what? Complement. We just need to complement it, then you will get the AND gate. Okay, is that clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Acha, this is the things that we are going to make one lighting system arrangement using universal gate. The light will be turned on if both the switches are the turned on. That is the condition. Okay, this is the circuit diagram. Acha, First of all of you, I hope already MD sir has taught to this. Just for now, keep a screenshot of this thing so that you can understand. You have to remember this all for your semester examination also. Any one question you can expect from this and NAND based this একটা না একটা কোয়েশ্চেন এখান থেকে প্রত্যেকবার থাকে NAND দিয়ে আমি কি করে বানাবো কটা NAND gate লাগে how many NAND gate required to construct the XOR gate or XNOR gate that type of question you may expect at least one question from here kindly take one screenshot of these things এখানে নাকি
রেকর্ডিং করছি না ভাই, পাঠিয়ে দেবো পাঠিয়ে দেবো রেকর্ডিং করছি না ভাই, পাঠিয়ে দেবো পাঠিয়ে দেবো
acha next of all this is an AND gate this is an
ঠিক
AND
আছে ভাই, স্ক্রিন রেকর্ডিং
how to
হচ্ছে,
do
পাঠিয়ে
this
দেবো।
thing already you take the screenshot
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
acha now come to the construction part just a second acha sorry huh this mouse is not working sometimes automatically it is muted oh where it is acha we are going to construct this circuit we are going to construct this circuit all of you kindly take one screenshot I am explaining how to construct it but before that please take one screenshot did all take it
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
now I am explaining it you try to understand whether you can understand it or not if you can understand one circuit construction after that you can construct any circuit from getting this circuit diagram acha one more thing I don't know whether you know it or not this is called the circuit diagram okay okay so what do you have to do what are the components required for this সরবো উঠতে হবে আচ্ছা আপনি আমার 10-15 মিনিট দিন আমাদের হয়ে যাবে
এর থেকে আমাকে একটা সফটওয়্যার বের করতে হবে সফটওয়্যারটা বের করে দিতে হবে
আরে শুনুন
না না না
acha next of all what do you have to do take one breadboard in the previous class I told you breadboard okay this is called the power supply in the last class I told you na battery if you attend the class this is a modified version of the battery you can say here you can control many things in case of the battery you can get only voltage but in case of the current frequency many things can be controlled with the modified version of the battery okay done next two switches this is called the switches you know na switch in your house you can find out some switches also that you can just tic tac switch acha whatever switch you have generally those called the tic tac switch. Okay, this is called slide switch. Oh, sorry. Clear? Next, 74AC00. Acha. In the paper, write down this name. Very important for the Viva. You can expect this question in your Viva. What is the IC number of this NAND gate? Okay. This is called resistance. This is called LED. Okay. Up to this, you completed?
Yes, sir.
Everybody completed up to this? If you have any query, let me know. If you can't understand any point, let me know. Is there any confusion? Is there any confusion?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
IC নাম্বার আমি বলছি 74AC00 IC নাম্বার 74AC00 নোট ডাউন ইট আচ্ছা now come to this point what you have to note down IC number what is the name of this IC quad NAND gate okay write down these things quad NAND gate IC number 74AC00 let me know after that after your completion let me know I have to tell you few word about this IC কোয়েশ্চেন কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন এখনো বলিনি কোয়েশ্চেন হচ্ছে তুমি এই আইসি নাম্বারটাকে নোট ডাউন করো এটার নাম হচ্ছে কোয়াড ন্যান্ড গেট সেটা লেখো ওকে আপ টু দিস ক্লিয়ার
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
আচ্ছা এবার চলে এসো
Yes, ma'am.
আচ্ছা এবার চলে এসো এটার কাজটা কি আচ্ছা আইসি এইটা কি কেউ জানো কোনোদিন শুনেছো এর ফুল ফর্মটা কি if anybody know the full form this word called IC I.C
Integrated circuit.
Integrated circuit.
absolutely that it is called the integrated circuit write down this thing what is the full form of IC is called integrated circuit okay integrated circuit is the full form of I.C called IC come to the point IC কে কেন IC বলে তো we all know this is the NAND gate. This is the symbol of the NAND gate, correct? Two input, one output. This circuit actually having four NAND gate inside. This circuit is actually having four NAND gate inside. After combining four NAND gate together, this circuit or this integrated circuit has been constructed. This integrated circuit has been constructed after combining four NAND gate together. তো এখানে কতগুলো পিন আছে দেখো, টোটাল 14খানা পিন আছে। In this circuit there are total 14 pin. You can find out input 1A, 1B, output 1. This is one set of NAND gate. Input 2A, 2B, output 2. Second set of NAND gate. This is for the ground. You need to connect it to the ground pin. Come to this point. Input 3A, 3B, output 3. Third set of NAND gate. 4A, 4B, output 4. Fourth set of NAND gate. This is for the power pin. So what is there inside this IC? In this IC is called the quad NAND gate. Quad stands for 4. That means inside this IC total 4 NAND gate combined together to construct this IC. Okay. So this one where you can find out this type of symbol, this is called the notch of any IC. So first of all, what you have to do? You have to construct the IC anywhere of this portion of the breadboard. In the last class also I have told you this section are separated, means this section and this section are separated. You need to mount the IC in this boundary. Okay, let it be fixed it here. Okay, come to this point. This is called the power supply. Just like I say your battery, it has a modified battery thing. In case of the battery, only voltage generation possible. In this case, you have current generation possible. So what you have to do, just rotate the wire, connect the wire color, connect it like this, change the color. Okay, come back to the previous portion. Acha, it is optional. I means already I have told you it is for the safety purpose or it is a good practice. Next, what you have to do, come to this portion. So AB stands for output of two switches. Okay, so what you have to do, to construct one AND gate you need to have two NAND gate, correct? Keep that things remembered. To construct one AND gate you need to have two NAND gate. In anywhere, any cases, if you want to construct AND gate using NAND gate, you have to have two NAND gate. Okay, so first of all, this is the first NAND gate. You can choose any one of this four. There are total four NAND gate available inside this one IC. You can choose any one of those four. So first of all, before choosing anything, first ground pin, connect the ground pin to here, and this is the power pin. Connect the power pin to here. Okay. Next, what we have to do? Input 1A, 1B, output 1, input 2A, 2B, output 2. Let these two set choose. Okay, let me choose these two set. Okay, come back to this point. So for this two part, I am choosing input 1A, 1B, output 1. Output, for the output means the this one I have chosen the another one set of AND gate. So first, how to get these two A and B? We need to have two switches for that. These are called the slide switches. You can construct it anywhere of these things, but don't rotate it. Means you have to construct it or mount it horizontal only. You cannot mount it vertically. Okay. Otherwise, what would be happen? The same things would be happen. What actually I suggested you not to do with the resistance. If you connect the resistance like this way, that will be useless. Current will not flow through the resistance, rather it will flow through the this hole. Then your circuit will be burst. Okay, this is the things. Now, write down these things also or keep remembered. There are three pin. Correct. This is the output pin of the IC, or you can say that switch. Means A and B. You for the A and B, you need to use the middle pin. These two pin need to be connected. The boundary pins need to be connected to this power supply. The middle pin should be connected to any one pin of this IC. This is the circuit connection between this switch and IC. To connect switch with the IC, you need to use the middle pin only. The boundary pins always need to be connected with the power supply. Now, means I mean to say common pin need to be connected to any one pin of this IC, and this terminal 1 and terminal 2 need to be connected to these two pin. Now which pin need to be connected to which pin, means which terminal pin need to connect it to this ground pin, and which terminal pin need to be connected to this power supply pin. There is no as such restriction, you can choose any one pin, but it is better to connect terminal 1 to the ground and terminal 2 to the power supply. Why that? Just let me connect, then I'll make you understand. Okay, till this we are done. Next, come to this point. This is your A. Okay, this one, this A and B we done. Okay, this is A, this is B. So this is the output. Okay, come back to this point. AB bar. This AB bar is can be obtained from here. Okay. Now come to the point. This AB bar need to be connected to both the input of another one NAND gate. There are another one set of NAND gate, input 2A, 2B. We need to connect this output 1 to both input 2A and 2B. Okay. You can come here. There are two input as you can notice here. So you need to connect the output of this first NAND gate to both the input. How to do it? Very easy. There are two options to do that. One is that either first connect these two input with a single wire and then connect like this way. What I am trying to say. First I have connected these two input and then I have connected the output with any one of these two input. One way. One way. Another way is what? Connect it. Output should be connected to this input. Again, output should be connected to this input. Like this way also possible. So which one you are comfortable, you can choose this one. Either you can connect directly output 1 to this input 2b and output 1 to this input 2a. Otherwise, what you can do, first connect output 2a and 2b together, then connect output 1 with any one of this output 2a or 2b, like this. Okay, let me change the color. Okay, so up to this we are done. Now come for this output portion. For that reason, what is there? This is the output 2. We need to connect the LED. For that, for getting the output visible, we need to connect the LED with that. But we cannot connect LED directly. For that reason, we need to have the resistance. Okay. Did you understand what is happening? So I hope already you have take the screenshot. If both the switches are on the on condition, then the light will be glowing. So in this condition, this is off, this is on. Acha, this is off condition, this is on condition. Off condition, light is not glowing. First switch turned on, light is not glowing. Second switch turned on, light is not glowing. Both the switches turned on, light is glowing. Come to the truth table. Okay. Open the truth table in front of you. If you can remember, 0 0 means 0. This is the condition. 0 0. This is A, this is B. 0 0. This is the output 0. 0 0 means off condition. 0 0 0. 0 1. Second. 0. 1 0. 1 0. 0. 1 1 1. Understand? Up to this, any query?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Everybody understand? If you can't understand, let me know. I will explain again. Acha.
No, ma'am.
Acha. Another more things, please keep remember. I told you, you need to connect this terminal 1 always should be the always with the ground. Why? There is no restriction if you connect it to the positive sign pin also. If you connect, just alter the things like this way.
Ma'am, can you maximize the terminals?
Just a second. What maximization you want? I did not
Ma'am,
get
so
it.
I actually magnify.
Oh, I'm trying, but yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now it's clear. Thank you, ma'am.
If I change it, okay, means if I change the connection, means time already I have told you, terminal 1 should be connected to the ground pin and the terminal 2 need to be connected to the positive side only. If I alter it, what would be happened? What would be happened if I do it? Electrically, there is no fault. Theoretically, there is no problem. You just see what is happening here. Can you remember? When the switch is off condition, it is glowing. Means what? It is not the wrong condition. If you change the orientation of the polarity, switch connection will be reversed. Means just imagine you are not turning on your light but light is on condition, মানে সুইচের তোমার কাজটাই বদলে গেল, সুইচটাকে অন করলে যে জ্বলবে সেই কন্ডিশন আর রিচ করছে না। What we required in your home, if I turned on the switch, then only the light should turned on, means the switch এর turning on এর একটা অপশন আছে কোন দিকে, there are certain mechanism for the switch mechanism will be reversed, মানে যেমন ভাবে সুইচটা অন হয় সেই রকম ভাবে আর অন হবে না, সুইচটা বাই ডিফল্ট it will be on the on condition, you need to make it off, means our regular life concept will be changed in that case. So by default, in case of our house electrical wiring, we need to make the switch turned on. Then only the things will be turning on. But if there will be certain condition, it is by default turned on and we need to turn off. In our case, it is by default turned off condition. এমনিতে turned off condition এই থাকে, শুধু আমরা সুইচটাকে জ্বালিয়ে টালিয়ে অন করি। এটার যদি আমি উল্টো পোলারিটি করে দিই তাহলে পুরো উল্টো জিনিস হয়ে যাবে। সো অলওয়েজ ইউজ দিস কন্ডিশন। আচ্ছা, okay, this is the actual things. I hope already clear to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So keep practicing this thing. How to write down the practical notebook, I will let you know in the next class or next to next class. Okay, first be used to with the practical. তুমি কিভাবে আজকে বললাম কি কিভাবে কানেকশনটা তৈরি করলাম, আই হোপ অলরেডি ইউ হ্যাভ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড। তো ওইটাকে তুমি ভালো করে একবার রিভিশন করার চেষ্টা করো, তো একবার নিজেরা বানাও আলাদা করে। ফার্স্ট অফ অল আই উড লাইক টু advise you, make it by your own. Whatever you have understand, make it by your own, seeing this, not seeing this. Okay, seeing this, this is
Okay,
a
ma'am.
circuit diagram. যদি একবার সার্কিট ডায়াগ্রাম দেখে বানানো শিখে যাও, সার্কিট মেকিং উইল বি ইজিয়ার ফর ইউ। ওকে, okay, Rakhi ma'am is going to take your attendance, kindly
Yes, ma'am.
respond to her.